Hi everybody, it's Danielle with Inspire Me to DIY, and we have had a rough couple of weeks here. My husband and I taking turns on who's going to be sick next. Not fun. At least we weren't sick most of the time at the same time. So I have not been on a video for the last couple of weeks, and I'm so excited to be back and so happy to be with all y'all again. And I have come up with the cutest project. I found it on Pinterest. I wish I could say it was totally my idea, but it's not. But it's so darn cute. So let's get started. I bought my picture frame at Walmart, and let me tell you why. It was $6, and normally I don't want to spend that much for a picture frame. But I went to Goodwill to find something similar. It was $7. So Walmart was cheaper than Goodwill. Who knew? So I bought it at Goodwill. And it's, I don't know if you can see it, it's just a 5x7. It's got a little mat, all that stuff. We don't need any of that. But we're going to keep it in the frame in case you do want to use this sometime for something else. But let me show you what we're going to do with it. It's so darn cute. I bought these little silver, they're like galvanized tin hearts at a Hobby Lobby. There was a package of them, and I don't remember how much they were, but I bought these. They had a little ring on it with some twine that you could hang them, but if you bend it back and forth a few times, it just snapped right off, which is what I wanted it to do. All right, so I'm going to take my frame apart and pop up the glass and everything, because you don't want the glass on it because it'll smash your heart. So you don't want your heart smashed. So let me show you. I bought at Dollar Tree this pop dot tape, and I have used this for a number of things, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to use it for today. It's got 3 different thicknesses, if you can see, and I took the thickest one. This is sticky on both sides, so if you want to stick it to something and then stick that to something else so it stands out, this is what you want. And I used 2 layers. I don't know if you can see that really well, but there's 2 layers, one on top of each other, and they just have a paper that peel off, and then it's sticky on both sides. So I peeled off the one side, stuck it to the top, and then I'm going to stick this to my background. Super simple. I had picked out my scrapbook paper. I just picked out this black and white buffalo, gingham, whatever you want to call it, check. And this is what I'm going to use for my backdrop. But there are so many great Valentine papers out there, and you can frame just the paper. Let me show you. My bigger frame over here, I've just got it framed with Valentine paper. Now I might do something over the top of this later, and I have the glass on top right now. But I am thinking about, where's my little, I bought these little canvases. I'm thinking about maybe gluing them on there and drawing a heart, or maybe gluing a piece of ornate jewelry, something on there, and to make that pop out. Also using my pop dot tape. So, but right now, you see my ring light? Right now, I just have it framed like this, and it's beautiful. You could do a whole bunch of these and do like a photo gallery on your wall. I can get that back. Perfect. All right, so I have already cut out my paper. What I did is the little picture on there, I laid it down on my paper, actually on the back of my paper, traced around and cut it out. So I have my paper the size I want. I am going to keep my mat, my glass, everything on here because I might want to use it later for something else. I also cut out a piece of cardstock in this size just to give it a little bit more stability. All right. So, whoa, I am going to put my glass in between some of my papers. That way it'll protect it a little bit better. Okay, let's see. And basically, this is the hardest part of the whole thing. Who doesn't love that? Come on, get in there. All right, put my back on. Picture frames are really going, did I got too much in it? Going as a hot commodity right now. I'm not sure why. Just think everybody wants them. See, now when I did this without the camera on, it popped right in, no problem. So maybe, all right, I'm gonna take, let's see what I did. Something is just not in there right. Well, even my glass is a little wonky. There we go. Okay, it wasn't pushed in all the way. Now let's try it. You hear Carl over there? Shaking all over. Huh. Okay then. Wow. Let's just take this piece out. Trust me, it all went in there earlier. I'm not sure why it's not right now. There we go. Only when you turn the camera on, right? Okay, so now I have it. My paper's on the top, not my glass. So, oh, maybe that's my problem. My paper got all smushy in there. Wow. Who'd have known? Who'd have thunk, right? Yeah, I bent up the corner. Okay, so now let's try it. There. Now I bet this fits in. It does. Perfect. Maybe. There's a little slot in there. But if you don't get it just right, it doesn't fit in. All right. Well, trust me, it does fit in there. Okay. Well, you guys get to sit here and watch me fight the little slot in here. Gee whiz. I'm not taking that out again. Why that was such a problem. Okay, so now my paper's in there. And this normally does fit, but I'll just keep it aside for right now. Who knew? And I am going to put my little galvanized heart that I have my Pop-Top tape on, and we're just going to stick it right on there. I'm going to put a big old bow on there, so I don't know if I want to put my heart in the center so the bow covers up some. Maybe I'll put my bow on the corner, because I think if I put it down a little, it's not going to look right. So let's try and center it. We'll see how if I mess this up. I have everything I think I need. I have water, I have cough drops, I have everything I think I might need, because I'm feeling fine. I just can't get over that cough. And I hear that is a problem with this illness. So, all right, 2, 3, okay. I think I'm pretty close to center. Now that was super, oh gosh, that's so cute. That was super easy, huh? All right, so I am going to, I've already picked out the ribbons that I want to use for my bow. Isn't that cute? Some of them got little hearts on them. I like the black and white. This kind of goes with the backdrop. So I have already cut out my pieces like this. You know what? I need to plug in my glue gun, because that's kind of important. There we go. Whoops. All right, are you in? You're in. I got the cutest holder. Look at this. Michael's, and I think it was like 20 bucks, but I got it for 50% off, so I don't know if it still is or not. This thing is such a lifesaver, and there's glass right here. So any of your hot glue that sticks on there, it's not a big deal, peels right off. Plus you've got a spot for all your glue sticks, and of course I have to throw my scissors and everything in there. I love this thing. So that's my little public service announcement. Okay, so I have my different ribbons cut, and I cut them pretty much all the same size. And I started with, let me see if I can pick this up again. Let go. I started with my wider, and I went down to my narrower. And I am tying the whole thing with a piece of twine. Not a problem. I mean, you can use another piece of ribbon and tie it. Not a big deal. And I like to glue ornate buttons in the center. And for this, I picked out a hot pink and a red. So I might use both of them, I don't know. And then I have a white little button and a gold star, a gold star. Trust me, I do know my shapes. All right, so we're gonna start off laying out our pieces, starting thicker to skinnier. And there's my thickest ones. I think that's gonna go really good with that paper. And then I picked some lace because I like the texture, and you kind of want texture with all your stuff, because if you have everything flat and smooth, it just doesn't, it's not as appealing to your eye. I know it sounds weird, but texture is a real big friend to your eyes. All right, and to get my little, this one's so cool because the hearts on there are like foil, so they're shiny. I have so much ribbon. I have boxes and boxes of ribbon, but every time I go to Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann Fabrics, or Dollar Tree, I buy ribbon if it's on sale. If it's not on sale, I might buy the smaller ribbon that's cheaper. But if I find ribbon that just really catches me, I buy it. And I always have enough for all my projects. I never seem to have to go out and buy anything when I see a project. And it's kind of nice if you buy a little at a time, because otherwise it gets really expensive. Okay, so I made an X or a cross, or however you want to say it, and I put my twine in the center, and I flipped everything upside down. This is the fun part, because you have to hold your mouth just right. Otherwise the whole thing falls apart. You know, when you're doing packages and you have to have somebody's finger, well, I'm kind of having to use my own finger. And then you do have to use your mouth. There you go. So now it's nice and tight. And sometimes I leave these strings be because I like that little extra in there, and sometimes I cut them off. Shake, 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 shake. Perfect. And then I might just have to adjust a little here and there. But, oh, I like it. I think it turned out really cute. It's messy. I like that. Some of those beautiful, big, fancy bows, they're great too, but I don't think for a project like this. This is a little more not so fancy because of the galvanized metal and the little gingham in the back. Another thing I was thinking, once you get it all together, it would be really cute, depending on your lettering, if you just drew a saying going around the frame like this, because it has a flat area where you can do that. That would be really neat, like a Bible verse, love endures all, or, you know, the 1 Corinthians, love is patient, love is kind. You could just do a few of those words going around. Something really sweet. Or if you have a little verse that you and your husband, you and your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, have for each other, you can write that around there too. It would be really sweet and a personalized gift. So let's see. Oh, my glue gun is already hot enough. And do I want to leave those strings? I'm thinking I don't. I'm going to cut those. All right. Cut those off. And I'm going to put this is where you got to use your own judgment. Do I want, see, it kind of covers up my heart, so I don't know. Or do I want it over here on the side? I want it over here on this side. I kind of like the side better. I think the front, it kind of covers it up, and then it looks like there's not enough down here. So let's do it on the side. And I put a big old healthy glob of glue right in the center and stick it right over here. Try to pull off my glue strings as much as possible. I might need to stick another glue stick in there. Oh, no, not yet. It's right to the end. Okay. Did you stick? Let's see. Yeah, it did stick. Oh, that is sweet. Now, my little take on it, and I don't know, I always do this because I like it, is I put my buttons in the center. But first I need to hot glue them together. So let's see. These are the 4 buttons I picked, and this one had a shank on the back, but I just used my wire cutters. Cut the shank off as close as I could so it wasn't, a shank button has that little thing on the back that you would sew the button to, and then a regular button, or I don't know what these are called, but the ones with the holes. So those, I wonder if I want that pink, because there's no other pink on my design. Let's see, I might just want I'm going to try it without the pink first. Let's put a little glue, and this is where I always burn myself. 100% of the time. Come here. All right, and I'm going to put it offset, shoot, whatever. All right, and put a big old glob of glue right there. Tell you, that holder was such a lifesaver because I tend to just set it down on my wood table. And you can see this wood table is all messed up anyways, but I did tend to do it, and I wound up just messing up the top of my table even more. So I love that little stand. Okay, so there it is without the pink button. Whoa, glue strings. I don't know if I put it up against my skin, if you can see that. Do I want to put this pink on the back too? I do not know. Let me look. If I put the pink on there, you know what? I kind of like that pink. I don't know why, but let's do it. Big old glob of glue. And I kind of put them off set of each other so you can see each one. See if I can hold that. See how I have it? You can see each button that way. All right, and the last old glob of glue right in the center of my bow, because that's where I like to put these buttons. And you know what? You could, oh, that's so darn cute. You could even glue buttons around the edge. That's it. 17 minutes, we're done. Oh, what do you think? Is that not cute? I love it. Oh my goodness. If you enjoyed this project and you might want to make this yourself, hit the little follow button up on top, and then you can pull this video whenever you want it, show it to your friends. I have a ton of really great craft ideas on my site, so I would love it if you joined my little group. And thank you so much for watching today. I might do another video here later on, because that one back there is kind of driving me bonkers. I might want to add something on that, because I keep looking at it behind me and it's like, oh, that would look so cute if I painted something on these little canvases. These little canvases are great. I got these at Walmart also, $1 for 3 of them. And I got bigger ones at the Dollar Tree. Oh, if I can reach it here. And I just painted some things on it. Little polka dots, Be Mine. I got one that just says XOXO for hugs and kisses, and one with just a heart on it. Super simple, just do whatever you want on them. And these would be great as a gift. Give this with like a little lollipop as your Valentine card. It's just something nice that people can set around. So I will see you next week, or maybe later today, depending on if that thing really gets to me and I really have to make something with it. It was so good to be back with you all. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.